Hello, honey roses. Hello, thank you for being here. Okay, so let's see. I received a download a minute ago. It's like, nature is our 0 point energy. Our nature is our 0 point energy. We are nature. Nature is us. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting here with this message. It's kind of like, okay, 0 point energy is the lowest vibration. However, it's still moving. It's still grooving. It's still grooving though. See? So when you think about a tree stays still, right? Right? But it can still move. It's still vibrating. It's still alive. Ooh, look what came out first. And I'm talking about the trees. Our ancestors are in there. Stop it. No, keep going. Tree wisdom. Oh my gosh. The way that this just came out. I wasn't even looking at the cards. I'm like looking out the window and shuffling. And I look down and I see tree wisdom. Spirit, y'all keep talking, baby. Keep talking. That's why I love y'all so much. Okay, embody. Nature can heal when you integrate. I almost said intrigue. Okay, let me start again. Nature can heal when you integrate with the rhythm of the earth. Yes. Trees help to remind you to be more like nature intended. Get rooted in a support system. Be flexible, branch off in many directions, and embrace the season of change. Use the trees as an example of how to live. Yes, be still, my child, my young grasshopper. Be still, young grasshopper. This is in reverse. Timing. Timing is in reverse, so it's like you can't call divine timing. You can't call it. Don't hope, just know. This says rainbow bridge and it's in reverse, hope. Don't hope, just know. That's what I just heard. Don't hope, just know that this is what it is. At 0 point energy is where everything connects, is what Spirit is saying. That's how we are all one. Is the 0 point that brings us to unity, unison, united. I heard, and united we trust. Winds of change. Courage to stay on track. The courage to be grounded but still have the ability to travel to the cosmos at night or whenever you like. Even when you meditate, go up there. Allow your energy to explore what is in the unseen, because that's how you get there. It's through meditation. Okay, I'm gonna just flip it right here. Fairy realm, playful. Yes, playful energy does break barriers for us. Playful energy and laughter is very powerful. I think I said that today in one of those readings. It's very powerful because it's like, I feel like laughter is a part of culture. I feel like we could say that that's a part of it, just because what people tend to laugh about as a collective, as a whole, it brings people together. I feel like the things that bring people together are a representation of what culture really is. Okay. All right, playful. The elements are here to offer help to remember your childlike self. Be playful and feisty when life gets too serious. Yes, and we have a lot of seriousness around us, which is why we can't be all rough and tough at every moment, because it's too much. It's too much. You gotta lighten up sometime so that you could be strong enough to be strong enough. You gotta be strong enough to be strong enough. That playful, lighthearted, loving energy, it actually strengthens us, okay? Be playful and feisty when life gets too serious. Your inner child wants you to explore your magical side and run free. Yeah, because the magical side is our playful side. Our ability to imagine. If we don't have an imagination, how are we creating anything at all without that? Our imagination is everything. Our imagination is truly how we connect, not just to one another, but to ourselves. And I've heard some people say that they don't have an imagination because they don't allow themselves to let go. There's something here about letting go. They don't allow themselves to let go, and how, in which way? Can you tell me more about that? Tell me about this. They don't allow themselves to let go. Here and now. Let go of the past. And don't hold on so tight to the future. Live more in the now. However, what you do now, allow it to be steps for the future, in which will align with what you have manifested or created as a manifestation for the result that you want. Hopefully I said that right, but I think y'all get it. Soulmates, timing in reverse. In divine time, you will be linked to many soulmates, mending, milk and honey, message in a bottle. Okay? Imagination. Here and now, soulmates, mending, milk and honey, message in a bottle. You know, it's like sometimes we think so much about the past and the future that we not even thinking enough about right now sometimes. Because you get stuck time traveling by mistake, didn't even know you was doing that. So Spirit is like, yes, heal from the past. In order to heal the future, you must heal the past, right? Yeah, work on that when the time is right, but you can't stay there thinking about that all the time because it's time for a change. You gotta switch it up in order for you to be able to reap the benefits of 0 point energy. So this card right here that came out when I started talking about trees, be like the tree, strong, ancient, growing tall, you know, even through all the weather changes. Every season comes around over and over again, all these years, and the tree still standing tall, still growing, still beautiful, still flowing and swaying in the wind. The wind, you know, it just pushed the tree, the leaves just swaying. You know, the tree just goes with it, goes with the flow, right? This is what we must learn to do if we want to live an improved life, at least. I mean, because you don't have to do anything, but I'm just saying that's how it's coming to me, so I'm saying it like how it's coming. And so, yeah, when you allow yourself to go with the flow and just be in your own energy, life is easier. When you try to be somebody that you're not, and then you're like trying to resist change when change is inevitable, life gets even more hard. It gets more extremely difficult. So Spirit is basically saying that 0 point energy, tap into that, because it's where we all vibrate, and it's where we can be in this physical vessel, and it's also where we return. My words have been coming out a little crooked today, so please excuse me. Well, not the whole day, but for this reading right now, I don't know what's going on. No, it was the last reading where I started, I think. But anyway, 0 point energy is where we return once we are separated, once our soul and spirit is separated from this vessel. And then that shows the oneness, because even though your energy has been transformed, it's still alive, it's still living, it's still vibrating. You see? Yeah. So that's life. Even at its lowest vibration, it's still grooving. It's still moving. Our center, that 0 point energy, is where we actually get there through meditation, Spirit just said. And see, that's why it's so fluid in there. That is why when you're in between realms like that and you're meditating and you here but you're not, that right there is that 0 point energy, because you all up in there. You're in the in-between, where you're traveling literally between like life and death, I want to say. Don't take that scary or personal. It's not meant to be taken scary. It's not meant to be scary. I'm not even saying it right, but you know what I mean. It's not meant to be scary. It's how can I say what I'm feeling? Hold on. Meditation, it gives you a sneak peek. What? It gives you a sneak peek behind the veil. And the veil is the unseen. The veil is the spiritual. That's why it's like a hidden doorway in our mind. Once you reach that 0 point energy, and once you reach that point, because it's a vibration that we all share, it's just that many people, when they're in their waking life, they be so distracted and distorted and all confused that they don't get a chance to experience that 0 point energy, because they choose not to, or think it's too hard, or don't even, they're not there yet. And that's okay, because that's their journey. However, for those who rock with this message, and you understand what I'm saying here, what Spirit is saying to us through this message, it's very powerful, because it reminds you of why when we ground ourselves, when we go outside barefoot and walk on the grass. I was doing that this weekend. When you do that, it's like you supercharge. Now it's almost like an energy cycle, an energy cipher, an energy, it's like a cyclical activity going on, because the energy from the earth, it surges through our body and vibrates back to the earth. It's like we share energy with the earth, and it's like communication with the earth when we ground ourselves. That's how I feel. It's so soothing. It just is so good. I was doing that a lot yesterday, and it's just so good. It's so good. And the bees was around me. They wasn't even bothering me, but I seen them. They was not everywhere, but there was some bees, I saw a hummingbird, and it was peeking at us in the kitchen, and then it flew away. But it was so cute, but I didn't get to see it when it was peeking at us, because my daughter, she caught that. And she told me, but I saw it fly into the trees. I saw it when it left from the window. But she was like, "Mom, look." And I turned, and then it was already gone. But yeah, I feel like when animals do that, little things to us like that, I feel like that's like our spirit guides or our ancestors, and the animals like checking up on us, like, "What you doing in there? You okay? I just want to see you because I love you." That's how I be feeling. Yeah. So don't take our natural, holistic selves for granted. Don't take that away, because it's so beautiful. Our natural self, when we connect to the earth and recognize how comfortable we are when we do that, when you allow yourself to recognize how good it feels to ground yourself, barefoot in the grass, like, just take a moment and you'll see that you feel love from the earth. You'll feel it, and then you give it back, because you feel it. It's like it's reciprocity. It's reciprocal. It's a flow of energy that we give to the earth. And I feel like when we do that, it's like showing love. It's showing love to the earth. Like, it's like giving the earth a hug, kind of like tree hugging. But when you ground yourself, it's the same thing. It's like we are one. It's like a reminder. And when you have the intention of love and respect and care with that in mind, there's power there. And I truly believe that we help the earth recharge when we take time in nature. We assist the growth through the love frequency that we emit when we're in nature. That's why nature is so beautiful, because it is us and we are nature. Ooh, so good. Anyway, everything you do it with love. That's the message. And I'll see you in the next one.